Join me to dine with Orcas here at SeaWorld Orlando. This is approximately a $30 experience. So here is what they have for the menu, and the Orcas will be right there. They're doing their show right now, if you can hear that. But you can try one of these, and last time I was here, they actually let you try whatever you liked. All right, we start off with a house salad. Here's that, and I got ranch. A little basic salad for all the trolls that like to say fat test a salad. By the way, this is supposed to start at 12:30. I got here at 12:15. They sat me immediately, so you can get here a little bit early if you end up booking this. It costs about $30. So the Orcas have started to show up. So I asked for a little bit of everything to just try and tell you guys what I like. You know, your taste buds may be different, but they delivered. And if you're wondering, yes, I do pay for all this stuff myself. This is not sponsored. So if you would like to support the channel, make sure to go check out the Patreon, or you can check out one of my free, one of my guides or my free books. Here's all the different sides you get. And then here is the different meat options. We have herb roasted beef, grilled chicken, and then the pan-seared salmon. And she is also bringing out a creamy Alfredo penne pasta, which she literally just did as I said that. Let's start with the potatoes. We'll go with the sides first. Ooh, that's tasty. Just use a little more crunch maybe, but very soft, well cooked, lots of flavoring. Good. Those are the herb roasted potatoes, and you can actually taste the herbs. And then we will go with the saffron rice. Kind of basic. The roll is a cold and a little sad looking. Again, you're not really here for the food, but you get a lot of it. And there we go. It's a Hawaiian roll with butter. Yep. I like Hawaiian rolls with butter. All the greens.
So for drinks we have Coke, Diet Coke.
The roasted mixed vegetables. Now, I'm not a big fan of broccoli, but we're gonna try it anyway. Yeah.
It comes with the meal.
The potatoes are excellent,
If you don't
but so next up is the grilled chicken, and that comes with a pineapple teriyaki sauce.
raspberry infuser. I'll be right back to take your order. And you'll see one order now.
The chicken is kind of basic, but that sweet pineapple teriyaki sauce is very good. I just did that wrong. That chicken just came, I just put the corn salsa on it. Oops. And that's supposed to go with the salmon. So instead, we are going to go with, it's actually this one. That makes more sense. Like, that doesn't look like teriyaki, but you know, make sure I don't get it everywhere. We can, oh, that's delicious. Eating this, doing the taste test with killer whales just splashing right in front of me is crazy. All right, now for the salmon. It just falls, the salmon is just falling apart. So tender. All right, so the salmon with the, they're having salmon, I'm having salmon. I don't know what they're eating, some sort of fish. Salmon with the corn salsa. Those match even better together. This corn sauce is great. And last up is the herb roasted beef with a rosemary au jus. Now I would go with the salmon, then the chicken, and then the roast beef, but roast beef ain't that good. And and the penne pasta. Let's see how this is. It's fine. If you really want a pasta, go for it. But I think the salmon's better. Let's get to the whales.
Lonnie and Malia have joined you right next door in this adjacent habitat. Now this is an environment that we call G-Pool. We have several different environments that our animals live in here, all interconnected by these underwater doorways that you might see right across the way here. They actually have over 7 habitats. So this one right here is just 1 out of the 7. Now, these habitats also are complete with over 7.2 million gallons of man-made saltwater. That saltwater is anywhere between 52 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels a lot like ice cream right to your face. Now with that said, our trainers are pretty good at their jobs. They're going to do their best to not get you guys wet today. However, our animals are anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000 pounds right now. And with that water, they can accidentally displace quite a bit, and sometimes even on purpose if they would like to. So, if you do have any articles you would like to keep high and dry, this is a fair warning. You're always in a 24-hour splash zone here in Orca Stadium. So if you do have any valuables, please, please, please keep them safe away from the glass and perhaps even on a higher surface like a chair or the table. So, our ladies have joined you right next door. We'll be getting started in just a little bit. But please continue to enjoy your meals, and I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Killer whales do live
They
in
do
a
also give you a
matriarchal
bunch of
society,
desserts.
which means
Now I'm going to be trying
girls
these.
rule, boys
We'll
drool.
get back to the
Oh
whales.
yeah, so just like elephants, sorry
Lots of
Adam.
different options for the desserts.
Oh, it's a hula. There we go. Woo! That marshmallow stick right in the water. Tina touched her. And then it's showing off her tail flips too. There you go, you got it. She's showing off her froggy slide too. Just like you saw Malia earlier. She's doing pretty good. Stacey said, thank you so much. Come right back to me on this far ledge. Woo! Beautiful. Do you have any questions before I head out today?
Well, I was wondering, so 2 of them have slits in their dorsal, is it dorsal fin?
Yep, the dorsal fin.
So I was wondering what happened to them. Were they
That's a great
injured,
question.
or-
So I wasn't here when that happened, but killer whales are extremely social animals. They use everything when they're socializing with one another with their body parts,
Yeah.
and especially their mouth. They don't have hands like we do, and a lot of their communication socially, such as raking and stuff like that we see in the wild, is through their mouths. So
Okay.
sometimes, you met our matriarch, Katina. As our females are getting older, sorry I'm a little out of breath.
You're
Just
good.
running around. As they get a little bit older, they start to get a little more dominant, and they start to think, hey, I'm ready to play matriarch. So sometimes the animals will assert their dominance over one another, but Katina is the boss at the end of the day, and she says, nope, sorry girls, I'm the one in charge.
Okay.
So it does happen. It's normal social behavior among dolphins and killer whales. Killer whales are the largest species of dolphin, but it's a fair question. Veterinarians will come and take a look if anything like that happens, and we'll get the animals anything that they need. We'll actually apply honey, which has antimicrobial properties. We also do a laser treatment to help heal it faster. It promotes blood flow, which helps promote growth. So yes, great question.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So my understanding, these are going to be the last orcas that SeaWorld has, right? Like, I think they're not getting any more after this. Is
We're
that
certainly not acquiring any animals, and our breeding program was discontinued a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Whether or not that will change, I don't think that it will. I don't know that for a
Yeah.
fact. It breaks my heart because I'm a product of these animals, and what I mean by that is when I was a little girl, I saw my first killer whale, and that was inspired me to be the biggest animal advocate that I am today.
Yeah.
Like, crazy animal person I am, but I'm there for the animals over everything else, and it's because of these guys.
And your youngest is 9?
Our youngest is 13. He
13.
just turned 13.
Okay. I think San Antonio, the youngest is 9.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the other park animals. I'm pretty new
Yeah, sure.
to the company, but SeaWorld Orlando.
And they live to be about, what, 52?
It depends, so male or female, what ecotype, what part of the world are you from, how is your ecotype doing? So basically, different populations of different killer whales are faring differently. So the average is very big, but on average, wild animals do not live as long. There's just a lot of challenges that we as human beings are implementing on
Sure.
them. Boat strikes, sonar, we've overfished their food. There's a lot of factors there, but there's a pretty big range. So for male killer whales, it's anywhere between 25 and very rarely 50 years. very rarely do you see a male that's that old. We know that testosterone takes a toll on the body, and it is a matriarchal unit, so therefore males don't seem to live as long as the females, who can live anywhere between 45 and 80 plus years.
Okay.
Now in the wild, the average is a lot less than that, but it's a very big range because, do you know how to age a killer whale?
No.
It's a teeth ring, so you can only do it from a deceased animal, which thankfully we don't have a lot of those in killer whales. But unless the animal is beached or found dead and we're able to extract the sample out there in the wild, we don't know how old they are unless we saw them born, which, what are the chances that we're going to see the animal born at the exact time, right?
Okay.
So the average is pretty big because researchers are still working on a non-invasive way to accurately age them. Yeah. There's a lot we still don't know about killer whales. Yeah, absolutely.
And your oldest is 47.
She is.
Okay.
Yeah, Katina. Yeah,
Awesome.
she's my favorite.
Very cool. Thank you.
Of course. Have a great rest of your
Thank
day.
you. It was fun. The service here was fantastic. I had a wonderful waitress. Please do remember to either bring cash or you can just put it on the card separately to leave a tip. So make sure to remember to do that. The desserts were good. The brownie was the best thing that I had in it. I took a bite of everything. SeaWorld adds this $10 service fee to like every checkout, and it's really, really stupid and puts you in an annoyed experience. So SeaWorld, get rid of that, especially if you're buying one thing for one person. It really is like 25% of your bill. They really need to get rid of that. But for the price of the experience, the service was great. Watching the orcas, meeting the trainers, it's a great experience, and I would highly recommend this one. If you're a plus size person, want to know what you can fit on here at SeaWorld, hint, it's not much, check out this next video.